Come a little closer.
Let's dance.
No, my sword!
I see. In that case...
Such a strong enemy. Who knew the abyss? Huh? What is it? Oh, right, yeah. We're near the...
So, we meet again.
Hey, it's Dane!
Judging by your expression, could it be that you encountered an
Huh? How did...
I've been on the Abyss Herald's trail. I didn't expect to find you here as well. An inverted statue of the Seven, holding abyssal power in its hands. No, I have never seen such a thing during my time fighting the Abyss. Tell me the rest of what happened in there. So you escaped the ruin depths filled with abyssal power.
And then, as we got close to the exit, an abyss herald, we fought a big battle with that thing.
Yes, this is a rare opportunity indeed. Come, let's catch up to it.
Let's go! A rare opportunity with Dane helping out.
I'm a bit rusty.
Let me read you a verse.
Those abyss mages just now.
No. They were just digging through these abandoned...
Oh, is that so? Looking for chaos devices, chaos circuits, that kind of stuff.
They wouldn't be searching... In fact, I was nearby investigating precisely because Abyss mages... They seem to be searching the remains of ruin guards for a certain valuable object. However, they looked disappointed, so it...
Well then, why didn't you grab one of them just now and ask what they were up to?
I certainly don't mean to be merciful towards these, but I have a feeling that their plan with this object is of major importance. One cannot discover the truth behind it, or rather, these abyss mages likely fear something else, much more than they do a painful interrogation.
Paimon is getting...
All right. We shouldn't waste too much time.
Empty chest. Good for storage.
Rain outlines your fate. I let my guard down. No, my soul!
Ready, steady, go! Let the show begin.
Yes! Witness the power of good. Rain outlines your fate.
Take me back.
Time to act. No, my sword. Not good. May my final stand be a monument to chivalry.
Why has everyone stopped singing?
The brightest flames burn fastest. Rain outlines your fate. longer hold back. I have taught you everything I know.
Let's dance.
I taste. Blood.
Sister.
I taste blood. I taste blood. Breathe.
You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock.
Wow! Besides the Abyss Order, Ruin Guards sure are active around here. Seems wherever we find an Abyss Mage hideout, there's often a bunch of Ruin Guards roaming around too.
There are no coincidences in the world. Just like your appearance in that tavern. Time is just waiting for those seeds to sprout. Forget it. Just some needless musings. The connection between the Abyss Order and the Ruin Guards is by no means. Rather, they are both branches that have grown out and up from the same root.
Branches? Root?
Both originate from an ancient nation that was destroyed 500 years ago. Khaenri'ah.
Huh? Really? The Abyss Order and Ruin Guards are left over from after the destruction of that nation? Oh. Speaking of... Oh! Right. As your guide, Paimon should explain a bit here. Oh, huh? You have memories of being there.
Is that so? Well, everyone has their secrets. You did not pry into mine, but if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So, the Khaenri'ah you saw, what was it like?
So that's the complete story, huh?
I see. So your first memory after coming to this world was being awoken by your sister from within that meteorite.
It seems your sister woke up first. But the...
And then your sister told you that the destruction of Khaenri'ah plunged the whole world into chaos, and that you two should leave this world.
The destruction of Khaenri'ah? She said that?
That destruction you witnessed, that's history. It seems the first time you awoke in this world was in...
Huh. So your sister must have understood this world better than you did, because...
And it was shortly after that that you encountered an unknown god who blocked your path. So you couldn't...
Oh, Paimon knows this part, really.
I understand. When you awoke at that time and hurriedly tried to leave for another world, you didn't know... But now, since you have come to gain some understanding of Teyvat, you are able to guess that the war you witnessed all those years ago must be the war that ended Khaenri'ah. Am I right?
Ah, If that's the case, you must have been flipping through all sorts of books during our adventure these past few months. Before going to Mondstadt, you had just looked at some vague materials. Later, we managed to gather a whole bunch of old books from all around Mondstadt and Liyue, but you told Paimon they were you. So the whole time you were just trying to learn more about Conria so you could find your sister? Oh, yeah. You can travel around the 7 nations to find the 7. But where can you go to find a nation that was just...
I probably know more about Conria than both. Conria was a nation without a god. Not because it had a god that died or abandoned them, but because it was a powerful nation, built purely by humans. An unprecedented, flourishing, and glorious civilization.
A nation?
Later events unfolded just as you remember.
You mean that...
500 years ago, the gods descended upon the world and brought desolation to Conria. The pride of humankind was uprooted and crushed, like a weed.
How could that be? The history books don't say anything about that.
Yes, well, continuing to discuss the past now will only dampen our spirits. Let's keep moving. I will tell you more of what you want to know.
Over there! It's more ruin guards, and Dane was just saying how these ancient So...
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people have given these machines. No, these ruin guards were known as field tillers by the people of Conria.
Field tillers? What a strange name.
It's not like you think. Field tiller was just a code name. The people of Conria like to give code names to their weapons. The land is not to be tilled with farming tools, but rather is to be fought for with steel and blood. This is how...
Fought for with steel and blood? Well, that's an interesting way of
After the destruction of Conria, these masterless field tillers, they wandered aimlessly over the centuries, gradually spreading to every corner, perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations lost to time. They found their way to various ruins across the land, where they...
Well, that sounds so sad.
Once you understand more, those details... But no matter their past, all that remains of them now is the danger they pose.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
No, my sword!
I taste blood.
Let the show begin.
Ring cutter!
Huh? This abyss maze dropped a talisman.
This talisman seems connected to the Abyss Herald. Perhaps it really does contain information.
But Paimon can't read the writing on it.
Engulf the faith of an enemy in flame, and bring glory to Her Highness the Princess.
What? Is that what it...
Loom of Fate, initial operation. They, the Abyss, seem to be carrying out a large operation. The keyword here, it seems like they are still launching the operation, or rather, are still conducting preliminary tests.
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally a fate-leaving machine? From the horrible feeling Paimon's been getting, those eerie So Dane, what message does this
I'm reading it now. An ambitious operation.
How so?
In short, the first phase of the plan is related to Osile, Overlord of the Vortex.
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean? What do they want with Osile?
I know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin, and I also know of the Abyss Order's role in the storm. Though you may not have been aware of it at the time, you were thwarting an Abyss Order operation
Last time it was Venti's old friend. This time it's a huge ancient god. The Abyss Order keeps setting their sights higher and... Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic to corrupt Osile?
No. From the contents of the talisman, this operation goes once. They won't just corrupt Osile's mind. They also plan to use the ancient technology behind the field tillers to completely
Is that... So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of mass destruction?
Very few people today truly understand the civilization of Khanria. Though only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Khanria. The talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as a base, attaching Osile's limbs to construct a mechanized god. And the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the Statue of the Seven is the eye of the very first field tiller.
The eye of the very first field tiller?
It would seem so.
This whole thing keeps getting more complicated. But basically, it all has to do with that eerie statue.
Yes. According to the talisman, the eye should be placed, thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia.
Oh boy, the Abyss Order sure is a... Since no one knows where the first field tiller is, how about we take the information about the statue as the starting point for our investigation? Yeah, that tone-deaf bard is too difficult to track down anyway. let's go to the cathedral first and ask around.
The cathedral.
Huh?
Nothing. Let's get moving.
I'll protect us.
A huge statue. A grandiose cathedral. The people of Mondstadt, but how aware of this was the Animo Archon on receiving this gift? And how much did he...
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return,
As long as the gods have a clear conscience about it all, there's nothing I can say.
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral! And actually, the Animo Archon is...
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral.
Huh?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to... Having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. And just as our little friend said, I might say something bad. When a non-believer steps onto holy ground, the result is never. I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. I don't see any reason. That's enough about that. While we've been...
Okay, then we'll just go in...
I should warn you about one thing. Don't go mentioning the Church of Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. But if they rashly tried anything against the Abyss, also meddling in the affair...
Honorary Knight! Hi, how have you been? But I should first make it clear that if you need to borrow the Holy Lyre to Hermel again,
It seems she hasn't realized it's just an illusion. Oh, we're here to ask some questions about something.
what's that?
Of course you wouldn't know anything about that.
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. Now, a long time ago, there was indeed one statue of the Seven that disappeared one night without a trace. Nearly every member of the church joined the search for. In the church's records, as you might assume, this incident has been called the... Of course?
Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we saw just yet. Like,
Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what other unusual incidents are in the church's records. Oh, the tyrant's final fury?
the tyrant's final...
Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed old Mondstadt, the place now known as Storm Terrace. Many, many years ago, there was a time when balls of fire would rain from the sky whenever anyone approached old Mond.
Balls of fire raining from the sky?
People at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the god of storms, so they referred to it as the tyrant's fight. This strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever able to solve it. It just gradually ceased on its own. Right. Later, the theory of the tyrant's final fury became less probable in the eyes of the church. Common reasoning dictates that the god of storms... Perhaps it was something else that caused the disaster. Anyway, this incident might not be related to the lost statue of the...
It's okay.
There's that pointless word, thank you, again. I can never get used...
Oh, Rosaria, it's you.
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters. Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the Storm Terror incident.
Wasn't that the the Abyss Order?
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom, causing great unrest. Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Lupus Boreas? As for what purpose, Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. I must also begin to make a move myself.
Then I will go as...
Master Jean said you should stay at the church and continue your work.
But you're also a member of the clergy.
Right. We'll go give...
Oh, okay. But please, everyone, be careful.
I see. Has the Abyss... This could very well have something to do with the defiled statue.
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway? Are they looking to do the same as...
No, that's not like... Unlike Osile, who was just suppressed, Andreas died long ago. Today, it is just his spirit that stands guard over... The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andreas in an attempt to garner some information from one of the Animo Archon.
The Abyss Order!
Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Whew. There sure are...
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies there are. Fits the Abyss Order's style.
Yeah, let's...
I'm...
Huh? Why not? Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
It has nothing to do with wolves. It's because Boreas was an ancient god, yet he willingly... I cannot possibly agree with his actions. Besides, you're the one people like. I'm less likable. There's nothing special about God. It's just my opinion, but a word of advice. You shouldn't place too much trust in them. But at the same time, don't go too far in, even if the god in question is your sworn...
Don't trust them and don't hunt them. That's some awkward advice.
Lest I repeat the failings of my I will tell you one final fact.
Huh?
The destruction of the nation of Canrea by the gods is the reason the Abyss Order now seeks to destroy the nations watched... Well, enough chit-chat.
Up there? What a strange man. Yeah, that's true. You also keep your guard up against... At the Rite of Dissension in Lille, your decision was very similar to what Dane would do. Not the...
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing here?
Oh, Master Chi! Rosaria told us that you came here to fight...
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offensive is very strange. They have surrounded Wolvendom. I just scouted out all of Wolvendom, but Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order is going after... But the Abyss Order and Boreas... What is the connection?
They just like to cause trouble. The Abyss Order already went after Dvalin. It's not too surprising that they would...
Regardless, whether the reason behind the present threat is clear or not, Honorary Knight, please go and check this god's spirit. He does not often see people, but I hear that you have... Okay, be careful.
welcome here.
So, you claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since your If you serve us, we can restore...
What the heck is this ceremony? He looks like he's in a lot of pain. Oh no. Is this the same thing they did to corrupt Dvalin's mom?
Wolves never surrender. But this can't go on.
No matter how many times...
La 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 la. Let's dance.
No, my sword!
It's a roar!
Right.
Let me weave you a verse.
Surrendering will be gentle. I'll protect us.
Time to act.
The end is nigh. The world will fall.
Not good. Time to act.
The world will fall. The end will come. The end is nigh. The world will fall.
Time to act. Witness the power of good.
The end is nigh. The ceremony was interrupted. How does an old spirit have such No matter. This is but a small unforeseen variable.
It disappeared again.
Thank you. You came.
Human Lupercal. I am ashamed that you must see me, but still, the Abyss Herald underestimates.
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial, but scary outsider, not respect trial rules.
I too didn't see.
Wait, so you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus Boreas's mind, then lured him out under the pretense of challenging him in a trial?
Thank you. In the future, my claws... You smell danger?
No, we heard about the danger. Paimon's nose doesn't even know what danger smells. Besides coming to help, we actually have something to ask. Excuse us?
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. I know not what this field... It entered into my proving ground by accident, but it could not think, only fight. I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my...
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been the very first field tiller.
missiles. I do not know this strange word. It could spin, leap high into the air, and even shoot fireballs. Although no match for a god, it was strong.
Fireballs? Hey, anyway, this pretty much proves that the first field tiller kingdom up. It sounds like the first one was way stronger than the mass-produced ruin guards that came after. But in this story, it was damaged at the proving ground while fighting the Wolf of the North.
Don't know. But
Yes, you were a big... We need to keep investigating something super important. The Abyss Herald may have left, but the Abyss is...
yes, I smell. You too.
Well, that was some good intel. Quick, let's go tell Dane.
I saw her, but purposely avoided. As both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, she naturally would have some. If I'm not careful, one day I may find. But back to the matter at hand. I defeated some of the Abyss forces, but. I see. Well then, we can more or less figure out where the.
Huh? Really? Just from the Lupus?
That information combined with a more For example, the old story you told me you... Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be a curse rained down by a deceased tyrant.
Paimon gets it. So the tyrant's final fury was really just missiles fired from the field tiller after it ran from Wolf. After it was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the North, it must have then, whenever anyone got close, pew, pew, boom! It would fire a ton of missiles at them. Until one day, it finally broke down for... Back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruin guards before.
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area. What do you mean?
Huh? Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that abandoned ruin guard sitting atop the tower when we went there before. Can't forget something like that.
This requires another method. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use. Let me give it a try. And done.
Wow!
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype, its combat capability was unrestricted.
Prototype? Oh, Paimon doesn't know that word.
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is placed in the and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to the statue, there you and this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia. Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No.
Huh? You? Dane?
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must, no matter where we may hide it, they will find it. And as for the Church of Favonius, well...
Oh!
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled statue. We can't have the Church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves. As for...
Destroy it? That's a statue of the Seven! As well as being a really important... Well... Good thing we didn't tell Barbara.
Do the Seven really expect me to help them look after what belongs? Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. If we are lucky, I'll make sure it doesn't get away.
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Teyvat. That or the stupidest. To get to that creepy statue, we just need to follow the path we used to escape last time. That should take us right to it. Yep, that'll work. Let's go, and remember to be on your guard.
Looks like we're an eerie, lifeless, dark chamber.
Oh.
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defiled statue.
You are just as vexatious as ever. I sense your soul is stained by terrible bloodshed. Oh, and something far more than we are the same. We're both
It is your words that forever reek of time to silence you!
Bow before the abyss!
No, my sword! Rain outlines your fate.
Let the show begin.
Time to act. I let my guard down. I am outplayed.
Let's dance.
The end will come!
Go, Barbara, go! I'll protect us.
Surging tide! All life will perish!
Come a little closer. Let's spark things up a little. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
The world will fall! The end is nigh! The end will come!
You're in for a little shock. Going out is tiring.
Surging tide! The world will fall! The end is nigh! Surging tide! The world will fall!
I'll protect
The
us.
end will come!
Ready, steady, go!
fall. The end is nigh.
Go, Barbara!
All life will decimate. Surging tide. The world. Princess.
Hey! Could that be?
Ether.
Wait! Your sister?
Ether, why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh? Your sister?
Lumine.
What's going...
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Lumine.
But it must be said. That man, Dainsleif, was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, a curse of immortality was laid upon him to forever wander the wilderness. While he
You're saying Dane is from Conria? And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not only related to Conria, and the whole thing about Dane being your enemy...
Home. Yes. Of course. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new... Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, Ethan. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see... So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, brother. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got some really useful information. Uh-huh. At least now, as well as the Seven, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right? That's right. By the way, what they said just... Oh. First off, that Abyss Herald, it seems like your sister is leading the Abyss Order. Even the Abyss Herald answers to her. Still, also, your sister said that she wants to engulf the thrones and go to war with death. Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people... And Dane is from Conria too! So that's why your sister said that... But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all those years ago, also, how come after all this time we spent searching for your sister, it turns out she's on the side of... Yeah, then we can't let ourselves get down about... Our journey's not over yet. If your sister wants you to reach the end of your journey, come on, traveler, let's go. going gets tough, the tough get going, right? She said we needed to reach the end of our journey, and we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going. Then Paimon will be... Although, where should we go next? If we want... Oh, you mean the god that took your sister away? You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her. Yeah, Paimon bets... Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So, next... Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance? Oh, Paimon's thought of someone already! Atsuko, let's see what she has to say.
A toast to our success. Oh there. Come and see these rare and precious curios.
Let me tell you how.
Oh. Hello. Oh, I mean good fortune, right? I'm still learning to... Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get in...
Oh, so that's why you're here.
Great! We came to the...
But the chance of success is...
incredibly small.
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly... All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for... I don't know how many days. My rations and fresh water supply soon ran out, But, to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it... that's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign...
What a horrible journey! And you set off...
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and...
Kanjo Commission? What's that?
Along with the other 2 commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to one of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission. Meanwhile, it doesn't feel good to... What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying... You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of... And even if you did...
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. But if you really are set on going... That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide...
But it's an armed fleet, right? Why would they agree to a request...
That part is up to you. If you're able to... The Alcor is the flagship...
Then there's no time to...
Liyue Harbor is so lovely.